The first person who ever reached out to me and asked me to review their book reached out when I only had maybe 200 followers on TikTok and even less subscribers on YouTube. That was a super exciting moment for me. From there, I put out an open invitation for people to send me their books for review. And so over time, I've added these indie authors to my indie author submission TBR. All the while, my channels have grown in that time. But it was the people who reached out early when I had a smaller following who got access to my TBR much sooner. And because it takes me time to read all these books because I still have a full-time job and other things going on, now I'm finally getting around to reading some of these early submissions and reviewing them now that I have a larger audience. And I expect that will continue to happen. But my TBR is getting so long to the point where I'm starting to wonder if I have the capacity to read all of these stories. Now, I say all of this because I want to highlight the importance of taking risks on smaller creators like me. Smaller creators are way more willing to read your stuff because they aren't inundated with a bunch of requests. But the bigger you get, the bigger your audience gets, the more requests you get, and the harder it is to get to all of those stories. So first of all, I'm super grateful for everyone who has supported this channel, supported the Indie Fantasy Club, who have submitted books for review. Thank you. And I just want to put it into perspective because I imagine people with larger followings get more requests, and it just gets harder and harder to get accepted and to get reviews by bigger creators. An indie author is going to have a really hard time getting a review request into Daniel Green or Murphy Napier. So taking a risk on smaller creators might be the way to go. And that author who reached out, by the way, was Brett Lurie, author of the Endless Frontier series. This book, The Hunter in the Night, ended up getting an 8.2 out of 10 on my indie ranking scale. And he's just releasing his second book in this series later in August. So you should definitely check out my review and check out some of his books.